Hi everyone, so today we are going to discuss the absolute value of a number. Okay, so this is prepared by yours truly, Ma'am April May Benitez, math teacher. Okay, so the absolute value of a number. So what is that? What is an absolute value of a number? So it says here, it is the distance on a number line between the number and zero without any regard to its direction. So buot silingon, ang absolute value of a number, amo ni siya ang kalayuon sa number line sang isa ka number sa zero without any regard to its direction, meaning bisan sa right siya or sa left siya. Ang importante kung ano kalayuon sang isa ka number sa zero. And always remember that the absolute value of a number is always positive. So wala sa negative nga value wala sang negative number ang absolute value. Okay, so remember, for any number n, so example, we have this symbol, so this is read as absolute value of n. So n, if n is a positive number, 0 if n is 0, and negative n if n is negative number. Okay, so let's look at the number line. So we have here a number line. So let's say we have positive 4 nga sa right, excuse me, are sa right sang 0, and ang kalayuan sang positive 4 sa 0. Okay? So ara siya. So if we are going to count the distance of 4 to 0, from 0, that is, makount kita halin sa 4. So maisip kita pagka-step. So 1, 2, and 3, 4. So therefore, ang kalayuan sang 4 sa 0 is 4 units. And that is now the absolute value. Okay, next. So on the number line, there are 4 units from 0 to 4. So meaning to say, ang kalayuan sang 4 sa 0 is 4 units. Another, we have negative 6 from 0. So ang kalayuan sa negative 6 from 0, so let's count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So therefore, 6 units. So therefore, there are 6 units from 0 to negative 6. So let me change this. So again, so there are 6 units from 0 to negative 6. Ang kalayuan sa negative 6 sa 0 is 6 units. Another one, we have, okay, wait lang. Okay, so what about if we have positive 5 from 0? Okay, so that is 5 units. So we count, no na 5 units. So okay lang na siya. So we have from 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So therefore, ang kalayuan sang 5 sa 0 is 5 units. Right siya. So there are 5 units from 0 to 5. And another one, we have negative 2 from 0. So we have 1, 2. So therefore, that is 2 units. So there are 2 units from 0 to negative 2. Now, the number of units from 0 to any given integer represents the absolute value of an integer. So, ari, ang units ni siya, nga mo ng distance, ang given number ta, amo na siyang ginatawag na absolute value. Okay, next. Thus, the absolute value of negative 3 is 3. So, this is indicated as this one. Absolute value of negative 3 equals 3. Paano ni siya magbasa? That is read as the absolute value of negative 3 is 3. So, also, the absolute value of 3 is 3. This is indicated as absolute value of 3 equals 3. So, as you can see, our absolute value is always positive. Kaya muna siya ang rules sa absolute value. If we go back here, sorry, balik ko. Ay siya, sa babaw. The absolute value of number is always positive. Okay, so that's it. Okay, so now let's proceed. So on the number line, so we have here, so the distance of negative 3 from 0, so therefore we say that is the absolute value of negative 3 is equal to 3. And the distance of positive 3 to 0, that is absolute value of 3 equals 3. So amo ni siya ang itsura sang given ta nga ari wala sa babaw kag ini sa number line. Okay? So that is what we meant when we say absolute value of a number. Okay, so other examples are, so the absolute value of 8, or in symbol, absolute value of 8 is 8. The absolute value of negative 15, or the absolute value of negative 15 is 15. So, amo ni siyang symbol. The absolute value of 0, or absolute value of 0 is equal to 0. So, take note that our absolute value here is always positive. Okay, so let's have some more examples. Okay, so find the absolute value of negative 7. So number 1, absolute value of negative 7, of course, that is positive 7. Next, number 2, positive or absolute value of 11, that is positive 11. And we have also negative absolute value of negative 3. Okay, so here, we get first the absolute value of negative 3, so that is 3. However, why is it nag-negative siya? Because may ara sign nga negative before sang absolute value. So, we need to affix that to our answer nga absolute value na. So, therefore, ang answer di is negative 3. So, please don't get confused. Ang absolute value of a number is always positive. However, kung may amo ni siya nga instance or given nga ang negative ara sagwa sang absolute value, we need to copy. So, isulat na siya before sang number nga absolute value. So, that's why nag-negative 3 siya. Another example. So, let's say we have negative absolute value of 12. So, getting the absolute value of 12 is positive 12. However, again, may negative before sa absolute value. So, kailangan itupad na siya before sa 12. So, that is why ang answer today is negative 12. Okay? So, here. Let's prove kung true or false na siya. So, number 5, that is, the absolute value of negative 1 is equal to 1. So, what is the absolute value of 1? Diba 1? So, that is, or positive 1. So, that is, of course, true. How about this one? Absolute value of negative 3 is greater than absolute value of negative 4. Take note. Getting the absolute value of negative 3, mahimo na siya positive 3. So, let me write it here. Wait lang. Okay, so let me show you this one sa number 6. Diba? Getting the absolute value of negative 3. So, we have positive 3, right? And getting the absolute value of negative 4, that is positive 4. So, amo na ang gwa niya. Okay, so that is 3 is greater than 4. Now, is 3 greater than 4? Dako ba lang 3 sa 4? Diba hindi? Kay gamay na siya. So, therefore, that is false. How about number 7? Absolute value of 5 equals 10. Diba the absolute value of 5 is 5? Is 5 equal to 10? Diba? Hindi. So, therefore, that is false. Okay, so let's have now the simplify. Okay, so this time, so number 8, we have already the operation. So, i-add na siya. But before we add, we have to get first the absolute value of both number. So, here, the absolute value of 5, of course, that is 5. And the absolute value of negative 12, that is positive 12. So, amo na siya ang iya nga gwa. So, again, the absolute value of 5 is positive 5. Then, copy the operation addition. So, plus. And the absolute value of negative 12, that is 12. So, simplify it by adding. So, 5 plus 12, that is 17. So, this is now our simplified form. Now, let's have number 9. So, we have the absolute value of 5 plus the absolute value of negative 6 minus the absolute value of 2. Okay, so before adding and subtracting, we have to get the absolute value of the numbers first. Okay, so first, here is the absolute value of 10, which is 10, plus the absolute value of negative 6 is 6, and then minus the absolute value of 2, which is 2. So, amo ni siya. So, again, liwaton ko, absolute value of 10 is 10, plus absolute value of negative 6, 6, minus absolute value of 2, 2. So, 10 plus 6, that is 16, minus 2, final answer, 14. Okay, so this is now our simplified form. So, amo na siyang ang magwa. Okay, so, ang ining example, so amo manahimuon nyo sa inyong practice exercise. So, what you're going to do is to answer this on a 1/2 crosswise. So, you have to copy and answer. Copy only the given, then answer by following the directions. So, here, first, determine the value of each. And all you have to do is get the absolute value. Same as this. Same lang din na, wala na siya kinalain. So, you can base your answers here as your guide. And next, determine if the given statement is true or false. So, true or false na di. And then here, simplify. You have same as this. Sa number 8 kag 9. Okay, so you pass it. For those nga unvaccinated, i-pass nyo ni siya on the day of the distribution naman. Okay, so para may ara mo record sa akon. Sige. So, that's all for today. Kabay pa nga na intindihan. Thank you so much and God bless.